Hello again, everybody. It's Jake. I'm glad you could make it, and I'm glad I could make it too. Yesterday it took me 7 hours to get home. It was not happy times. Basically, what happened was when I started off, I was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to be tired, so I'm going to need some caffeine." I've made this mistake before, by the way. If you know, or friends out there, you know what happened at a grad night. Anyway, so I get like a venti iced mocha, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's iced. Oh gosh, it's milk. It'll be hot in my car. I better drink this right now. No, that's a bad idea. Really, it's an extremely terrible idea. So then, as I'm driving down the freeway around Santa Barbara, like my hands get all tingly, and like the sides of my face get all tingly. My sideburns, especially, my sideburns are like, whoa. And so I'm like, oh God, oh gosh, this is terrible. Why did I do this again? I know that I don't react well to caffeine. Why did I do this again? So, yeah, basically, like I don't pray aloud a lot. Like it's usually just kind of to myself. Um, but I decided to pray as loud as possible, and it actually made me feel a lot better. Say what you will about that, but I prayed and I felt better afterwards. Like the sideburns stopped tingling and my arms weren't as numb. So that's good for me as well as for all the other drivers out there. Actually, traffic through Los Angeles wasn't too bad. Actually, it was really nice and smooth, and it was slower, of course, because it's LA, but I got through okay. There wasn't any major holdup. It was just instead of going 65, I had to go like 30 for a while. Not a big deal. Then, when I got to like Pasadena, like there had been an accident or something, and it took me like an hour and a half to go 2 miles, and I wasn't a happy camper. If I hadn't had my music with me, I probably would have exploded. Just so then I finally got out of that traffic jam, and then I'm heading home, and it turns out there's a new part to the 210, which is really handy because it basically takes me like right where I need to go instead of having to like jump on the 15 and then on the 10. It just takes me straight to the 10, which is just magical. And so like I went through there real fast, and then lo and behold, when I hit Redlands, it's like bam, traffic right in the face. And so I got trafficked in the face. That made me sad because I don't like getting trafficked in the face. We can make this our new gimmick. Just whenever I talk about driving, I can say I got trafficked, and I'll pretend to punch the camera, and you'll laugh because it's funny. It is. Not really. So then, yeah, so I hit some traffic again, and I finally got home around 10:30. No, yeah, 10:30. I left San Luis Obispo at 3:30, so by the time I got home, I was very hungry and very tired, and very. So anyway, I got home safely, and that was cool, and it was really fun because I got to see my parents, and unfortunately my little sister is gone. She's at a camp right now, but she'll be back later, and so I'll get to say hi to her. That would be cool. And last night I got to play with my dad's bass. Like he got a bass, and he like plays at church. He did this while I was gone this summer, and it's like the coolest thing ever. Like to see my dad playing bass after not really seeing him play a whole lot of musical instruments ever. I guess he used to be a music major, and so like this is like second nature for him. But yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, bass, bass is neat. So basically, that wraps up this little update. I'm sorry for anybody who's like actually watching. One, because you're actually watching, and two, because I had that PowerPoint presentation earlier. Um, I did that for a class. It was like you can either get 2/3 of the credit if you write a paper, or you get full credit if you write a paper and do something fancy. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fancy. I mean, a little bit. Not the full fancy that you would expect, perhaps, if you were expecting fancy. I don't know if you were or not. But anyway, yeah. So I apologize for that. I mean, it's pretty lame and kind of goofy, but points are points, and I want to pass that class. So I promise I will be chronicling the events that go on here in Beaumont. I mean Beaumont, home of the beautiful fightin' raging cougars. So I will see you again shortly, or rather, you will see me again shortly because I can't see you. You just look like a tiny black box with a little green light next to it. So, I mean, unless that's what you actually look like, I won't be seeing you again. I'm gonna go now. Later.